Well, the toss went South Africa's way today, and the pitch looked very, very good, according to Tony Greig. These are the teams nominated by the two captains. For Australia, Paul Reiffel has gone to 12th man, and Glenn McGrath has come into the side. Border, Taylor, Slater, Boone, Mark Waugh, Damien Martin, then Healy, Warren, McDermott, May, and the pace bowler, Glenn McGrath. South Africa have resisted the temptation to play Brian McMillan. He failed a fitness test, or perhaps he didn't quite get through it as they wished, and he may well be available for the Adelaide Test match, but not for this one, and that is the same side they nominated for the test down in Melbourne, with Richard Snell as 12th man.
Yes. Kirsten reckons the other side, the other end's the place to be, I think.
As he knew it was close, he didn't look at the umpire, he looked away quickly to square leg. It was good to River because it held its line.
So now it's Hudson's turn to face the music. He's a right-hander. This will help the South Africans just a little bit if they can keep rotating the strike. Left-hander 1 minute, right-hander the next. Makes the bowler change his line. Or get a big appeal for LBW. Got in! He's out, LBW! McGrath has struck at his first over. This is home ground. That one nipping back a little bit. Hudson, who normally plays back just outside leg stump, across in front of the line. Didn't look too happy, Hudson. It'll be interesting to see whether this one is going to slip down the leg side. Let's have another look.
The reaction was, I think he thought he might have hit it. Let's have a look at this one. The pitches. Well, that one was high, wasn't it? Bill Sheen judges him out, so it's a great breakthrough. A good line bowling by McGrath, and a bad start for South Africa.
So he's over the wicket, this time to Hansie Cronje. One down the leg side. I think that may have been 5-pad. It's gone for 4 very quickly. Oh, he's flayed that one over the top. Went flying over the top of Gully and down to the fence. No hand on that one.
Shane Warne has been introduced into the attack.
Oh, and again, that one a leg spinner, spinning just a little further that time. So what he's doing at the moment is varying the spin.
Certainly he's coming from the end that the fast bowlers chose, and right out of character, Gary Kirsten using his feet. That's a lovely shot. He uses his feet well and picks the gap to bring up the 50 partnership. Shouts of catch it there, but sounded like he might have banged his bat up against his boot, I think.
Oh, that's a good shot. And this is what he's so good at. Oh, he's gone for that one over mid-wicket. So he's getting quite aggressive. Just outside off stump, into the fence it goes. So 9 runs from that over. It's 1 for 75.
Gary Kirsten's played a couple of cuts and tried to play some pull shots, but very steady.
In the air, and the Aussies have dropped one. Well, Mark Waugh has dropped the cash.
Cronje has been keen to play the hook shot. And well caught in the gully. Brilliant catch this time by Mark Waugh. McDermott coming around the wicket, has got the right angle, and Mark Waugh has done the job. Warne coming on at the Randwick end. And he didn't wait long, and Cullinan is straight onto it. The South Africans rate Cullinan very highly. They say he's a good stroke maker. Once again, the ball just slightly short, and Cullinan very quickly onto it. Flipper, and he's got him again with it. So he's pulled 1 for 4, but missed the second one.
And I think you can guarantee that Shane Warne has outthought him there. Show him the obvious flipper, let him pull it for 4, and then slip the other one in, and it was through him. It was candy from kids. Beautifully bowled, and nothing like that first flipper. Very well done by Shane Warne, and the Australians have struck again. Cullinan has gone.
That's 50 for Gary Kirsten. That's well played. hasn't been in great form so far in his tour. 16 in the first test. He's fought very hard. Whip over close. Got him! Yes, beautifully bowled. You can see it out of the fingers. Johnny Rhodes wasn't quick enough to get down. Superb bowling by Shane Warne. The clipper is a lethal weapon here at Pacific Cricket Ground.
That's a lovely delivery. Just beats Rhodes through the air. Will Sheen decides it's hitting leg stump, and South Africa lose their 4th wicket, that of Johnny Rhodes.
He's created problems for all Test batsmen through the last couple of seasons, and there's a stumping. He's got him. It's a good bit of work from Ian Healy. Kirsten got himself into a mess again. It was either the flipper or the top spinner pushed through very quickly outside off stump. Kirsten looking to go down the wicket, found himself in a mess, twisted his ankle, and has the indignity now of limping off the ground.
Huge mess. Look at him here, out of his ground, and that's all over. Tries to get back, doesn't make it, and that's the end of the section. What a huge blow that is, and didn't Warne and Healy love that one. So, Gary Kirsten out for 67.
This is the wrong one. It's a full toss. Richardson has no trouble with that. The tail enders have really got the pressure on them now. Shane Warne is hot. That's a good catch. Mark Taylor moving away to his left hand. Shane Warne gets the outside edge of David Richardson's hand. A great reflex catch there from Mark Taylor, and now the crowd delighted with that. It's the wrong one. Full toss. He's hit it straight back to him, and there's his 5th wicket in the innings. Kepler's not going. Yes, he is. Umpire Bill Sheehan raises a finger. Tossed up the wrong one. Kepler Wessels perhaps a little bit handicapped by his sore knee, didn't get down the wicket very well to it, got it on the full and slapped it straight back, and that's the 4th time in Test cricket that Shane Warne has taken 5 wickets in the innings. Craig Matthews, the new batsman, or is it the new victim?
Just got him, caught slip, another one to Taylor. It turned sharply, he was playing it away, would you believe it, to mid-wicket, hit the edge, went flying to Taylor, no trouble at all, snaffled it slip. And the South Africans deeper in trouble. 7 down now for 142.
He's bowling around the legs once again, and that's Shane Warne's best bowling in Test cricket.
Warne was trying to bowl him behind his pads. He has done precisely that. Simcox, I promise you can't believe it, Warne tried to bowl him behind his pads and it came off. That is brilliant. Craig McDermott, the bowler. Taking strike is Fani de Villiers.
And Mark Waugh. You put one down off a no ball, but that might be the only one you see him put down for some time. So the Australians can be absolutely delighted.
That's a brilliant performance from the Australians. 169 all out. After at one stage the South Africans were absolutely steaming along. Kirsten made 67 and played very well. There's not much about him as regards style, but he's got a lot of heart and played a good innings out there. Hansie Cronje 41. The rest just fell apart, and the story of all that is told in the Australian bowling figures. Shane Warne, 27 overs, 8 maidens, and 7 for 56.
Not too much defence down the ground there for de Villiers when he pitches it up. Taylor really just leaning on that one. Didn't have any trouble in picking up 2 runs. So Australia move along quite comfortably, none for 9. Alan Donald will continue from the member stand end.
Big appeal is gone. Well, he's got that one straight enough, all right. Just a thin edge from Mark Taylor. And Donald strikes.
It goes. Beats the man anyway. That's 4.
Good conditions again for this second day's play. Very sultry, and it was going to be hot, so it'd be better to be batting than to be bowling. We join play now in the 4th over. 12 runs have been added. Craig Matthews is the bowler. Michael Slater is taking strike. Your commentators are Bill Laurie and Geoffrey Lawson.
Well cut. Beautiful shot. Some width from Matthews, and Slater a fine cutter.
That's a full toss. Smashed through the offside fielder. Loose delivery. Slater loves the man.
Really the test and mettle of a fast bowler, a wicket such as this.
change his pace. Keep it on a very good line and length.
Bowled him, that's come back and it's hit the inside edge once again onto the stumps, and that'll bring a smile to the face of one or two South Africans. They were in desperate need of a wicket, and David Boone, not very happy with himself there, dragged that one back onto the stumps, and the South Africans have struck.
Finally, de Villiers has given him another opportunity. That's spun and spun. Beautifully bowled by Simcox. Turned a long, long way off the pitch. Mark Waugh has gone. That has beaten the backstroke of Mark Waugh.
A lot of turn there, and absolutely no doubt that that would have gone on to hit the stumps.
Into the gap, good shot, beautifully played, lovely timing. That'll bring up his 50. It won't quite reach the boundary. But Michael Slater really has used his feet well. He's worked hard for this 50, and he'll be looking now to continuing. This has been a very valuable innings for Australia. That's whacked away square. That'll go for 4. Slightly over pitched there. Perhaps an attempt at a Yorker.
Firmly hit, considering there was a lot of pad in the shot.
Oh, and that's a way, way wide full toss. It's flayed away by Border there. Oh, that's well played into the gap on the offside. That's the 50 partnership. It's running down towards the fence. Will it get there? It'll just make it. Border going after that one. That's a good shot too. Slightly over-pitched. Border over the years has played that shot absolutely superbly. And Jonty Rhodes doing a magnificent job there. I thought that had gone into the fence. He very nearly went straight through it. Oh, he's made a good shot of that one. He's pulled it away. He was looking for the bouncer there, and he smashed it down to square leg, and the crowds have come out of their seats. And that also brings up the 150 for Australia. Again, short, that's in the air. This will be out. No, it won't. Just out of the reach of the fieldsman there. And Donald's hands go in the air. That looked as if it was going to go straight up.
Villiers to Border on 49. Gone. Yes, good catch. Brilliant one-handed catch. So Border falls for 49. That's what South Africa needed. De Villiers getting the captain to slash. The wicket-keeper took a fine one-handed catch, and finally they get their 4th wicket. Got him, knocked him over. That's what they needed. Clean bowl for 92, Slater. First time he's really pitched it up, Donald, and he went right through, maybe an inside edge, and all of a sudden this game just swinging back into an even-Steven situation.
Beautifully hit, was in the air, but right off the middle of the bat. Dropped. Difficult one. Edged and down. Or did it carry?
It carried all right. Vessel's got a hand on that one, so this time it wasn't Daryl Kalinen's fault.
He's beaten the bat a few times. He's just got nothing to show for it in the wickets column.
With 2 more added to his total here as Damien Martin punches that through a wide mid-on, brings up the 200 for 5.
The 3rd day's play of this test match at the SCG between Australia and South Africa. A great first day and a very, very tough second day. We join play now in perfect conditions here at the SCG. In the second over, there's no addition to the score, and it's Fanie de Villiers coming in to bowl to Ian Healy. Your commentators, Bill Laurie and Tony Greig.
Healy drives nicely from the half volley straight down the ground. The outfield's been slow in this match. 3 to Healy, a good positive start. Healy drives beautifully, good shot down the hill. Johnny Rhodes is chasing, may not get this. It's a boundary, well played. Is it another chance? He's put 2 down there. That was very difficult. I think Donald's saying good save, but I think that was much like the one late yesterday where Gary Kirsten got his hands to it and it didn't stick. Brilliant shot. Absolutely brilliant.
And there we have some runs from his bowling.
It's taken a while, but Damien Martin taking full toll of a short wide delivery from Alan Donald.
So it just shows you how hard batting has been. Won't get any easier for the South Africans in the second innings. It's in the air. Ian Healy, almost a compulsive hooker. Richardson gets across and takes the catch. Alan Donald, a little bit of justice there for Donald. He's bowled pretty well in the 2 test matches, or what passed for a test match in Melbourne, interrupted by the rain. But he's claimed his 3rd wicket in the innings, and Ian Healy again gone hooking. There's runs there for Damien Martin. He's picked the gap and no one will be able to cut it off.
Australia edging up towards a 100 lead. That's pretty well hit. Shane Warne doing everything he can to get that sweep shot away, and he's hit it right off the middle. 6 for 246. That's a good shot. No slip and nobody behind point. That brings up the 250.
I've seen plenty of guys knocked over with the stumps removed trying to cut that one to the SCG before, but Damien Martin stayed down well with it and tried to hit it too hard.
Jonty Rhodes, and he has taken the catch very comfortably. Shane Warne was bashing his bat on his pad even before the catch had been taken, and like all spinners, hating to get out to the opposition spinner.
Given that something, a little bit of Larry Dooley straight down the ground.
Under some very difficult conditions and at a very important stage of the game here in Sydney, he's been prepared to work very hard for his runs, but still looking for scoring opportunities.
And there's one of them. For Damien Martin. Nice hand too. And an excellent ovation from the small crowd here at the SCG. Good innings from Damien Martin. Craig Matthews is off now at the members' end here at the SCG. Fani de Villiers is the bowler. And he's gone. So Fani de Villiers has claimed the wicket there of Craig McDermott. Breakthrough for South Africa, a little later than they may have hoped.
Just a little short, that one. And leg by signalled by umpire Randall.
Man not noted for his batting. Well suited to number 11, I would have thought.
He's had a go at that one, and it's gone way over the top of the middle-off's head. He won't get anywhere near it. Bounced almost 2/3 to the boundary. So Martin deciding he's had enough of this blocking.
Got him, caught behind, no doubt about that. Big nick and very, very low one, that one taken just below, just above the surface, and no doubt about the nick. It really did make a noise as it went past the bat. And so Damien Martin is out for 59. Young McGrath with the bat. Right up the meat. He wants one. He's going for it. This could be a run out. No, he's home. That's his first run in Test cricket. Boy, the minute he saw he'd placed it into the gap there, he was off. That's his old man, I think, up in the stands there. Just one run and a wicket off that over. 9 for 282. Oh, that's very delicately played. And a big cheer. Just opened the face slightly there and ran the ball away off the face of the bat. And he's collected himself 3. And I tell you what, his aggregate's gone up in leaps and bounds.
He's going for the quickest bowler on the side against the tail. That's Alan Donald. Beauty of cricket. Well, that one's over. Donald gets 4. Good captaincy.
5 for 92, the Australians lost today. It was a good performance from the South Africans, and the Australian card 292 with a top score, Michael Slater 92. A good innings today from Damien Martin, 59, but the South Africans did well, 141.2 overs for that 292. Donald 4 for 83 and de Villiers 4 for 80. We join the South African reply now in the third over. It's none for 2. McDermott is the bowler, Hudson is taking strike, and with me in the commentary box is Ian Chappell.
Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Much better line from McDermott. It's not so easy to cover off stump if your first movement is back towards the leg side. I wouldn't mind hazarding a guess that Hudson doesn't even know he's doing it. Beaten again, and he's gone. The edge from a perfect delivery from Craig McDermott, and once again Hudson not covering off stump.
Beautifully bowled by McDermott.
Down the leg side, most players at this level can handle those deliveries pretty well. Won't go all the way. The outfield fairly slow here, but Gary Kirsten's not slow, and he'll run 4. Good piece of fielding, but some good running.
Once again, he finds that gap, and that one a bit better timed. And quite well hit by Hansi Cronje. Did appear as though he'd made up his mind to charge that one before Shane Warne delivered it.
Again, that's a good shot through the offside field. He's played that once or twice. It'll probably run towards the boundary for 4. Just make it, will it? No, it won't. Drag back, and back they come. Oh, there's a mix-up just for a second there. Once again, Kirsten almost, for no reason at all, came to a grinding halt in the middle of the wicket. Oh, and that's... Oh, yes, it's bowled him. He's nicked it, and it's gone onto the off stump, and that's the end of Kirsten. Well, the angle eventually worked for McDermott. He's obviously been working away at a theory there. He's come back off the inside edge, and it's hit the top of the off stump. And so McDermott has struck. The partnership is broken.
Nice spell of bowling from McDermott. He bowled well early on as well.
Talented batsman, this young man. He's only 24.
Shows some of the class of Cronje, the best of the South African batsmen on this tour. Should be the last ball of the day. And there it is. Cronje will be happy to take the single and have first ball to face tomorrow morning.
Perfect conditions when we join play in the 5th over. It's 2 for 99 now. It's McGrath coming in to bowl to Kepler Wessels. Your commentators Bill Laurie and Tony Greig.
It's a good shot, and that's through. That'll go down the hill. Maybe Border got a hand to that. Look for 3 more. It brings up the 100. They're happy with 2. As Cronje takes guard with that very relaxed grip. Feet well apart. He's not a thumper, is he? He's just tapping that pitch with the bat. Well balanced. Got him right through. Just as you're saying, he's got a good defence. McDermott picks up his 3rd wicket. It didn't seem to do a lot. He just seemed to be a fraction late. Maybe it went through the gate. A superb bowling.
It's only been kept pretty low and probably nipped back a little bit as well.
Sweeps and gets a fine. May the fieldsman, this could go all the way. That's 4. And he's got him as well. That's a beauty, playing against the spin. This test match is going to finish early because the 2 informed bowlers have clean bowled the 2 top batsmen. Wessels playing against the spin, clean bowled by Shane Warne.
Beautiful delivery, a leg break.
Very difficult to pick, especially if you're relying on it through the air.
Big shout, and he's gone. Once again, the quicker delivery has got right through Daryl Cullinan, And he really does have some thinking to do about his cricket.
Fair thinking.
It's an obvious wrong one, and it's dealt with the way all full tosses should be. It's smashed away to the mid-off boundary.
Started with a full toss and appropriately punished straight down the ground, right off the middle of the bat for 4.
A good shot. Very quick on his feet, Jonty. And you get the feeling that he's starting to get a little bit more confident. So Glenn McGrath being called into the attack at the Randwick end.
Well, that's close. That's out.
There's Richardson going a long way across to the offside. I'm not sure that he knew how far he had been going across. He got into the habit a bit against Tim May of moving well to the off stump and turning the off spinner on the onside, but it hasn't worked here.
I've been looking at spin now for an hour or two, so the extra pace has been surprising.
And Simcox deciding to open the shoulders a little there. Maybe we're going to see a slightly more aggressive Pat Simcox in this innings.
Craig McDermott's now beaten him outside the off stump a couple of times. He's got two choices: keep at that plan, try to bowl that ball on the stumps, or maybe even go for leg stump with Simcox so far across. This time is very well bowled, and that's gone. Super piece of bowling from Craig McDermott.
Once again, that perfect line around off stump with a little bit of movement away from the right-hander. And that now takes McDermott along to 217 test wickets, one ahead of Clary Grimmett.
We're seeing a fine young leg spinner. Got him, what a ripper. Mark Wall close at Silly Point. That ball flew off the bat. Mark Wall with lightning reflexes takes a gem, and Warne picks up his 10th wicket in this test match. A wonderful performance, a brilliant fielding exhibition. Rhodes on 47, goes for it. This will be 50. Well played, Johnny Rhodes. He'll get a generous round of applause here if he takes the 3. He might decide to stay there. No, they come back, and that's well played. And look at the Australians all clapping. They know a fine hand when they see one.
It's a very good innings.
De Villiers.
That's very, yes. I would say that's probably going to hit middle stump.
Have a look at that. Warne picks up his 4th wicket, his 11th for the match. There it is, it's a flipper. Well, there's not much doubt about that. It was low and plumb in front. An easy decision, that one. And that's the end of Farney de Villiers. It's 9 for 203.
This is McDermott. Short and well played. That's a magnificent shot. Short and take that. It's over the fence as well. Well, that's a long boundary, and Jonty Rhodes is not going to be messed around with. That short ball disappearing over the fence at square leg. And this man has bowled as well as anyone. And there he goes again. And that one he was to a little bit quicker, right off the meat of the bat again. That'll be 4-2. Well, take that, I think was the word as he went past McDermott. That's another very, very good shot. This time in front of square, through mid-wicket, in fact.
There's an edge there, and that's the end of Alan Donald, and that's the end of the South African innings. Ian Healy takes quite a sharp catch, and Shane Warne has taken another 5 wickets in an innings. 12 for the match, and a very impressive performance it's been once again.
And Johnny Rhodes 76 not out, and Donald got himself into double figures. 239 for the South Africans, and the Australian bowling, a very good performance from McDermott, 28 overs, 9 maidens, 4 for 62, and Shane Warne, 42 overs, 17 maidens, 5 for 72. You can count the bad balls he bowled during the day on the fingers of one hand. A terrific effort from those two players. 117 needed by the Australians for victory in this second test match at the SCG. We join play now in the second over. Farney de Villiers is the bowler. Mark Taylor is taking strike. 1 run on the board without loss, and it's Bill Lurry and Simon O'Donnell.
It's a fine shot. Taylor off the mark with a wonderful off drive. Simcox, the fieldsman, lumbering after it down to long off. 3 runs. got him, beauty, knocked him over, good delivery, Slater ball, and all of a sudden is the door open for South Africa, right through the gates.
Deceived him with the line here. Michael Slater trying to push this ball towards mid-wicket, mid-on. Just straightened a little bit for de Villiers and clipping that off stump. You can see him here trying to push it towards mid-on, mid-wicket. Swung late, a lovely delivery, one that really does give South Africa hope. He'll be very disappointed about that. Few nerves in the Australian dressing room. 1 for 4.
Donald. That goes over the top. Well, they had 2 men there, and Boone beat both of them to go for 4. Well, it was, I think it was intentional, but it wasn't with a lot of conviction, that one. He didn't really go after it. He sort of angled the bat and flew over the man at point and deep gully.
Oh, he's dropped it. That has gone straight back to him and he put it down. Now that's the length he's got to bowl. Boone got a little bit foxed by that one.
David Boone thinks he's out. He's off. Oh, no, I'm still there.
Short outside off stump and it's beaten the field. The spin of it as they hit the deck when they go flying away out on the offside there, and that one's gone to the fence for 4. Short delivery, deserved to be punished. 1 for 28.
Got him! What a brilliant catch! That is a superb catch. Gary Kirsten at the leg, short leg, does a David Boone. He catches Boone, and it's now 2 for 51.
Boone jams this into his pad. Moving in the air from de Villiers. And Kirsten, who's put down a few sharp ones there. This one goes straight to him. And that's a good catch and fitting reward for Fani de Villiers. He takes his 2nd wicket.
De Villiers will be coming in at 100 mile an hour now from the members' end to the night watchman. Big shout, close, got him! He's on a hat-trick, Fani de Villiers. The night watchman fails again. Can South Africa pull this out of the hat? This may be the magic act. Well, he's on a hat-trick. The first wicket was a very good catch by short leg Gary Kirsten. Boone quipped it there, sharp and straight into the mid-drift. Boone was out for 24. Night watchman Tim May from Prince Alfred College in South Australia shuffles across in front, and he's judged plum LB. He's out first ball, and de Villiers is on a hat-trick. Fani de Villiers.
It's got to be a good length at the stumps.
He's off the mark. It may be a 3. Mark Ward just spraying on leg stump. They'll pick up 3, but a wonderful over by Fani de Villiers. It's now 3 for 54.
He's gone again. Mark Taylor's off. The Australian vice-captain's out of here. And this could be an absolute miracle effort. Fani de Villiers picking up his 4th wicket. An absolutely magnificent leg cutter to the left-handed batsman. Mark Taylor departs. Australia in trouble. South Africa right back in it.
Perfectly pitched off cutter there. It's gone beautifully. Just caught the edge. And Taylor didn't even bother to wait for Bill Sheehan's finger. It's 4 for 56.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful placement. Lovely timing. That ball running away towards the boundary. Batsman will complete a full 4. Again, very well run. Alan Border showing what a great player of spin he is.
The 5th and final day of this test match between Australia and South Africa at the SCG, the 2nd in the series, and the Australians deep in trouble when the day began. Not many needed, just 54 with 6 wickets in hand, but problems for the Australians. We join Donald now. He's bowling the first over of the day. Alan Border is taking strike, and your commentators Tony Greig and Simon O'Donnell.
Donald, no doubt, knows what he's got to do. He'll be plugging away just short of a length, hoping to regain a little bit of accuracy and pace, something which has deserted him just in the last few days. He's been a little erratic. Oh, and he's bowled him. Has he? No, that's hit the stumps. Yes, it has. I thought I heard a clonk there. Border's gone. He left that one. All of a sudden was a half-hearted appeal. What a beautiful delivery that one was. It pitched just outside, well, roundabout off stump, held its line,
and Border was absolutely amazed. Look down there and just watch the bail go here.
This is Test cricket at its best. Alan Border, thinking he had that very well covered, was going to pass well outside off stump. Alan Donald just straightened it back. South Africans have got to be happy. Alan Border's gone for 7.
That's well played. Just a little wide, slightly over-pitched, and wore onto it in a flash. And settle for 2.
And in a situation like this, a few boundaries go a long way to easing the tension in the dressing room. If you can bring that target down fairly quickly, it does help to relax the dressing room a little. That's a good shot from Mark Waugh. And the South African fielding, as you would expect in this situation, they're putting in absolutely everything. Good morning, Jeffrey.
Good morning, Ian. Just 45 required now. What a contest we have here today.
Oh, that's a good delivery from Donald. He's gone. He's ripped the Yorker in there. That was a lot quicker. And he surprised Mark Waugh. And boy, isn't that an important wicket for South Africa.
Alan Donald, tell you what, the pace he took off that last ball and stopped a 3 and made it into a 2. It's paid off.
45 runs to be made and just 4 wickets in hand now. And importantly for South Africa, Mark Waugh back in the pavilion. Oh, and a good bouncer from Alan Donald. Right on line, as he is so often with his bouncer. You can understand the captain wanting to get everything absolutely right.
Just making sure everyone is exactly where he wants them. Just moved everyone a little bit squarer, everyone around that direction.
He's got him. He's knocked it on, attempting to guide that ball away through the offside field. So Fanie de Villiers has got his first 5-fer in Test cricket.
They don't look pleased about it though. Fanie de Villiers wide of the crease, it's the off corner, he drags the fingers down. Ian Healy inside edge. We've already seen one early this over. We've jammed it into the pad. That time at the end of Ian Healy. This game just tipped slightly in South Africa's favour right now.
And Damien Martin getting the single. In fact, they may even think about 2. That's well run.
What a hurry!
He's gone. A direct hit. A direct hit. And that's got rid of Shane Warne. And everything going exactly right for the South African captain, Hansie Cronje, the man with the direct hit.
Well, this was always going to be tight if they took 2. Admittedly, it needed the perfect return. Hansie Cronje, he knows that they'll be looking for 2. Picks it up, throw on the turn, and the direct hit. Fanie de Villiers standing in a very poor spot for Bill Schoen to make that decision.
And McDermott has decided to do the right thing. Get some boundaries and bring that tally down quickly. That's good thinking. Once again, McDermott goes through the offside. I think that's the gap that Cronje's got to try and block. It's good batting from McDermott. Down to 34 now.
Watch Beaton, the man who's been brought in there alongside the umpire. Take it easy too, not looking for a 3rd. And that's not what he wants. It's certainly not what Hansie Cronje wants either. Lovely stroke from McDermott. Good positive shot. Shot. Very, very sensible, positive cricket.
He's had a go at that one and he's hit it down the ground. It's pretty well hit by McDermott. He's been the aggressor out there and he's being rewarded for it. Back for the 3rd. It really is a fantastic effort by him. He's come out under a lot of pressure and he really has done well.
Just 12 runs required. Well, Donald now is being brought back into the attack. In the air, over the head, inches away. Just bobbed over the top of extra cover there. That could so easily have gone down his throat. Look at the heads dropping in the Aussie dressing room. Crocky's chewing on his glasses. Got him, yes, straight to cover, that's it. Well, Glenn McGrath is going to have to make his way to the centre now with 10 minutes to go before lunch, and he and McDermott are going to have to score these winning runs. Here it is again.
Damien Martin driving on the rise there and hitting it, well, not quite straight to Andrew Hudson, but a good catch.
Well played, right up in the block. Oh, he's got one. So 9 for 111 now, and we're going to see McGrath having to face the music. Oh, got him! South Africa have got it, they've won, straight back to him, cotton ball. What a game for de Villiers.
The Australians all out, 111. Victory for South Africa by 5 runs. It's the 4th closest runs result in Test match history. The bowling figures for South Africa: Fanie de Villiers, 23.3 overs, 8 maidens, 6 for 43. Alan Donald, 17 overs, 5 maidens, 3 for 34. Shane Warne was the 10th one to go down when he was so brilliantly run out by Hansie Cronje.
World Cup finals and those sorts of things. So it's really important today that the batsmen especially put their hand up and get the job done.
Any changes to the team?
No, we've got the same side coming in today's game, yeah.
Play well, good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Graham probably would have batted first if you'd won the toss.
No, actually we probably would have gone a different way. Again, I think it probably started a bit slow this morning and hopefully get better as the day goes on. It's a difficult ground to defend on, so yeah, hopefully we can bowl well up front and really restrict them.
It was a cracker of a game on Friday. Pity you there to be a loser. But your team showed a lot of fight. You fought back about 3 times to get back in the game.
Yeah, I think we've played some really terrific cricket. I think emotionally the boys have taken a bit of time to get over. Friday night it was a real emotional roller coaster. So we're looking forward to today. It's an awesome place to come play, especially when it's a full house. And you know, we've really played some fantastic cricket throughout this series, and I don't think we've really allowed them to play well. And we've concentrated on our own game, which has been great. So yeah, we're looking forward to a big one.
And any changes to the team?
Yeah, unfortunately Polly's not fit. He's got a strain in his back from the other night, and Johan van der Walt comes in for him.
Then also it's a team game, but you know, individual brilliance can win this. 119 you got in the first game. Mackay got 6 for 22. So it'll be hoping one of your players can individual brilliance to win the game and the series.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it's one-day cricket can be decided on one man. So you know, but you know, the fortunate thing is we've got a squad of guys that can perform on a day and can win you games. So you're not relying on just one individual. So we're looking forward to today. As I say, hopefully we can bowl well up front and then chase well in the afternoon, and hopefully there's a few more hundreds around for a few more of our guys.
Well, good luck. Well, that's it. Should be another thriller here at the Wanderers. That's the news from the toss. Australian captain Ricky Ponting has won the toss, and Australia will bat first.
All the players are on their way out to the middle. 270, 280 was spoken about Barry as a total. Rick, what do you reckon?
I think it should be more. I think 300 is what somebody would feel very comfortable. There's the Australian side. Unchanged. And it's an unchanged side, and I think they'll be looking for a good start here. And I think, you know, obviously Gilchrist in the first 15 and Hussey in the last 15 is going to be 2 key areas that South Africa have got to target.
Who is your money on, Barry?
My money is securely in my back pocket.
Come on, make a call.
I reckon what's going to happen here, it's going to be a top. I mean, it's going to be 2.5 each.
That would certainly be an interesting finale to everything. That's for sure. So 2-all it is. We're at the Liberty Life Wanderers. There's a look at the South African team. And the man you need to look at there is Johan van der Walt. He comes in because Shaun Pollock is injured. They have to get up with Pollock not being there. We're ready for the action. The commentators are ready in their seats. They're chomping at the bit too. Let's go down to them.
2 orders at the moment in the Standard Bank Series. Of course, this is the final at the Wanderers, and we are all very pumped up for this game. The South Africans they've been out there for a long time today. They're out there for some time before the Australians did, by the way. And of course, the Australians are very excited about the fact that they've come back from 2-0 down in the series, and now it is 2-all. Graham Smith, lots of pressure on him as the skipper in front of the home crowd. Capacity crowd expected at Liberty Life Wanderers. Some 32,000 people are going to be crammed in here today. Conditions are absolutely ideal for cricket. No rain expected. The ground staff have assured us of that, and the pitch is an absolute beauty. Mackay Teddy, first ball, and it's a good one first up. there'll be some good carry here at the Wanderers. He's away. And he's timed that superbly.
Well, he just said value for shot. You get it here at the Wanderers. It fairly flies off. Gilchrist will feel much more settled. Mackay-Ntini had to pitch one up a little bit more, just to see if there was any swing and if there was any movement off the track further up. That's first prize, of course, get the man forward. And as Gilchrist didn't really push forward a long way, just a little prod. Made sure he middled the ball.
That's away. That's his zone. Loves it on the offside. And he drives well through extra cover. That's over the top. Couple of bounces for. It's a big over for Australia. Just a bit short for Mackay-Ntini. Rounds off to 10 from the over. 23 for none. Straight drive for 4. Beautifully played. Right along the dirt track.
They don't come better than that. He's in the drive zone and he jumped all over it. But look at that. No run. Once he did it, just stood dead still.
Straight again. 4 again.
Well, you can clearly see it's a good batting track. Ball comes on nicely. Good for driving.
That is through, and that is 4. It is the shorter boundary by, I reckon, around about 25 yards.
Well, something's bothering him. I think it's the bat. He's not happy with it, but my goodness, why would you change it?
Straying leg side and another boundary. Mackay-Ntini is a little bit all over the show right now, and you can't do that to a player of the calibre of Adam Gilchrist.
Well, I want to take Mackay-Ntini's side here. I think this field placing is putting him under enormous pressure. He cannot bowl too straight, and therefore he errs wide outside off.
That's away on the leg side. Shorter boundary again, and that's another boundary. So 3 boundaries in the last 4 balls between Andrew Hall and also Mackay-Ntini. And Kadich has now moved to 18, Gilchrist on 28, and they're not going to miss out on anything. It's a little bit leg side. In fact, it's not. It's more like middle stump. It's still worked away. It's one of the strengths of these 2 left-handed opening batsmen.
Oh, that's a good shot. He's hit that very hard indeed. I don't think it was through the hands of the short extra cover. It went all the way along the ground, I reckon. That's the 50 partnership. Short delivery again and pulled away. This is a fast outfield. It's 4 more. Well, the Australians couldn't have dreamed about a better start. They've managed to get a few boundaries away, despite the fact that early on they were nailed to the crease a bit. This wasn't a flyer like first or second over flyer. This has been building.
Yeah, another good shot from Gilchrist, again straying a little bit in length than Mackay-Ntini, just giving him enough opportunity to play that favourite pull shot of his.
Well, straight down the ground, and that one will go for 4 as well. The 6th boundary off Ntini. It's 65 for none. Oh, he's hit that in the air through the offside field. Bounces away down towards the boundary. If he's going to bowl those cutters to Gilchrist, I would suggest he needs a sweeper back. He may just get him caught out there somewhere. And there we go again. The sweeper would have cut that one off, and that also is going for 4. So he's got to come up with a plan now, Andrew Hall. This is what it's all about. Can't just keep bowling there to Gilchrist without protection.
I reckon they should try around the wicket. I know it's a shorter boundary on the leg side, but if those cutters work, then you're hitting against that little bit of a cut that goes away to the offside. This way you're just sliding across the off stump, giving Gilchrist plenty of room to swing the arms. And he's going to make you pay, and he is big time. 49 for Gilchrist, just 34 deliveries.
Yes, he's being damaging. And that's his single. Oh, there's a misfield there, but it won't cost South Africa anything. A half century to Gilchrist. That's his 44th half century. He's 6th against South Africa, and he's first of the series. That's the wrong one, outside that off stump. That's not the place to bowl. Slightly overpitched, and Hasn't Gilchrist got stuck into it. Oh, and he's hit that magnificently. That's gone way up into the crowd. Well, Camps has been bogged down just a little bit. Gilchrist has been doing the attacking, but he doesn't often settle for that. And this is an example, a superb cricket shot. In the commentary box now, Mike Hasman, and alongside him, Daryl Cullen.
Outstanding shot, just outside the line off stump. The bigger boundary there, and obviously looking at the bowling of Johan van der Walt so far, the first couple of overs. Whatsoever, stuck the hand down, the ball went straight in, and that is a huge wicket. Wow, what a catch.
Great catch by Andrew Hall. He almost stuck it out as if to say, well, I've got to get something down on it, and it's stuck, and it's a crucial period of play here for South Africa. Just when Gilchrist was looking to launch, Andrew Hall pulls out this bit of brilliance. Well, we've said all along, a couple of us have said that fielding may just be the deciding factor between these two sides. And you need work like that if you're going to stay in this match. 97 now, the end of Gilchrist for 55.
Australia have lost their first wicket, which brings Ricky Ponting, the captain, to the crease, playing in his 250th game in one international cricket for Australia. Slightly leg side, and there's no protection down there. So they've finished that over in style. Ricky Ponting, I think, had another word or two as well in the middle of camera, just to put his point across. 114 for one. 19 overs gone, 114 for one. That run rate back to 6 per over. He's one of those quiet achievers, Simon Kadich. He's gone to 50 now, 51 to 60 balls. So that strike rate is very good for him, of 85. 6 fours and a magnificent shot for 6. Now there's certainly plenty going on in the middle. Off camera, it's Smith and Ponting, having plenty to say. That's away. That's where Ponting wants them, and that's gone for 4. He will not miss out in that region.
Bit of turn. And it's beaten him. Nicely played by Ricky Ponting, using the pace, just going with the turn. Unlucky. Got out like that in Durban. This time he's had a bit of luck.
Well, could that be a defining moment in the day? You're just bleeding for a wicket. Outside edge, genuine neck.
And he's put that one away too. Just straying down the leg side. He plays the pull shot so well, Ricky Ponting. Just rides with it. Anything on the leg side, he's dynamite.
Well, Mark Boucher came up to the stumps, and immediately Roger Telemarcus had to come straighter. Outside off stump, he'd have a thrash at it. If he got an edge, it wouldn't matter. So Telemarcus comes straight, and Ponting puts it away. There's a man on the extra cover fence.
Oh! And he's flipped that one over the top too. Again, a leg side boundary. One short, one up. Doesn't matter to Ricky Ponting. More runs. 4. Short boundary. He hasn't had much of a strike since Ponting came in, Simon Kadich. But he's got that on the way for 4. 150 up, just 1 wicket down. Oh, and that was premeditated. Smashed away. Simon Kadich has decided that blocking's not the order of the day. They want to get as many as they can down the wicket. Don't often see that to Jacques Kallis.
Well, that shows what a good deck it is. He's got confidence to go down. Maybe we're being a little bit harsh.
Oh, he's gambled. I think he's picked that slower ball from Jacques Kallis, and he's gone after the short boundary, and it's 20 rows back.
Was it the slower delivery? I'm not sure it was. Did he roll the fingers? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he picked it. I think there's something, you know, there's so much video analysis these days that there's some change in the action for Jacques Kallis before he arrives at the crease, and Ponting and the rest of the Australians have picked that up. It's gone again. And another one. Just drifting into the pads. This is going to cost them big time. Ricky Ponting, 100 in the World Cup final a few years ago, and now he's gone to 50. That's where you can't bowl. That's 3 of them. All in the same area, all to the same type of delivery.
So easy, with so much time. Off the front foot, the pickup. Got to have such quick hands. Pick the ball early.
You just can't afford to bowl at the stumps. It's got to be a foot wide. That's much better. This is a bit more luck involved in this one. He's spliced it over, but it's still gone for 4. It's such a short boundary. That's unlucky for the bowler. He's decided he's going to go after them, Ponting. There's no holding back here.
Yeah, he sliced it. There was enough on the ball. And bounced away on the hard ground. But again, you see, he just drops his head away on the drive through the offside. And fortune favours the brave.
Well, just to give you an indication, Patrick, 40 runs of the 50 came on the onside, just 10 on the offside. Just shows you the sort of line that you've got to bowl to Ponting. And that one he's hit in the air, and again picked out the gap. He's on a mission, Ricky Ponting, on a big mission, and that's to beat Graham Smith into submission.
Oh, he's got hold of that one, and one bounce into the crowd. This is not a great time to be brought into the attack, because absolutely anything could happen. There's no way they're going to be playing themselves in. Have a look at that from outside off stump. Oh, that's down the ground. It's going to go all the way. Don't worry about trying to catch that one. It just kept going. 3 or 4 rows back, but enough.
This is a great shot from Ricky Ponting. He had a very quiet start, and then all of a sudden he broke loose. Makayantini straight back into things. It's right up there. Just showing us, and he can take on the straight boundary as well.
And Ponting's on 76 or 52 deliveries. Incredible. Kadich is in the air. This is good. This is out. Yes, caught a third man. Actually, pretty well played by Kadich. He obviously intended to get it down to third man. He hit it right off the middle of the bat, and it's gone straight to Telemarcus.
You might have thought for a moment that he was looking to get it a bit finer. Played it too well in the end. The extra pace and bounce from Makayantini. Can this give South Africa a chance to somehow subdue these Australian batsmen? A well-played innings from Kadich. Australia now 216 for 2.
Well, there's been a bit of a change. Martin was down to come in after Ponting, but the decision's been made by the Australian captain, I assume, to send in Hussey. This is the dismissal again, straight to Telemarcus. Oh, Ponting is having a go, and that's gone through the field as well. Boy, this is lightning. This outfield is unbelievable. Another one. Well, Ponting definitely has decided that almost everything's got to go. He looks to me as if he's after the world record here, 400. No, that's 4. Scott through the field. There's another very good timer of ball down the other end. And Hussey has only just arrived at the crease. And he really only lent on that one. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Well, here's a batsman who's only just arrived at the crease, and you just wonder where he's been. Why hasn't he been playing one-day internationals and Test cricket?
what makes it so much better, this shot, is that is not a big gap. He's threaded it to perfection.
Bang! Goodness me, that is huge. That has gone out of the ground. Maybe on the lunch table in that block of flats.
Well, I said he was searching for the boundary. What he's searching for is the block of flats beyond it. That's a monster. Just misses that. And probably hit it over that. Yeah, Callis, you see there, strays onto the stumps, and that's where you cannot bowl with a short boundary to Ricky Ponting. Another 6. Round the wicket, John. Round the wicket.
Advancing, Callis saw him coming, and that is a great shot. That is a very good shot indeed. Saw him coming, dropped it short, he backed away, gave himself width, and slapped it for 4.
That's a sign of a really good player, in touch with his game. Down the wicket, Callis saw him coming, and he's still able to get it away square of the wicket to the short boundary. They've managed to get a boundary every over. It's putting so much pressure on the bowlers.
Track this time and into the crowd. That is a great shot from Mike Hussey.
How do you stop this freight train? 34s, 7 6s. Amazing.
Short this time. And again, it's been dispatched easily for 4. Lovely control from Hussey.
I'm just wondering, just projecting the game ahead. Beautiful batting. 4-6-4. No answer. What's South Africa going to have to do when they come out? I mean, they're going to have to review their batting order. They cannot afford to have a Dippenaar type innings. I mean, it'll only get them at best to 270, and it's going to be much more than that. So they're going to have to revise their batting order, South Africa. Have to think about it right now.
Full toss. Just the one this time. And Callis, we're happy that over's finished. 16 from it, 274 for 2.
All the clappings because Ricky Ponting is on 99 with just 70 deliveries. Magnificent.
Yeah, he likes this ground. Once one. Shot from Mark Boucher. Ricky Ponting has got 3 figures. It has not been referred. Magnificent stuff from Ricky Ponting. Absolutely outstanding. What a remarkable player. That's his 20th 100. His teammates love that. Adam Gilchrist on his feet and applauding. Everyone else there as well. It's been a treat.
It certainly has. And out the blocks was Mike Hussey, because he realised how important it was for the skipper. This in the deciding game. Skipper leading from the front.
Short and wide and gets the treatment. Advancing. And 4 more. Goodness me, that's a boundary off the first ball of the over. Johan van der Vaart is starting to get some serious treatment here. Those figures are not looking very respectful these days, and I guess he's got a few mates with him. Love's driving through that region, 3 extra cover, and he's got himself 4. He rarely misses out, and that sort of opportunity, Mike Hussey.
Just eases it through, doesn't he? I think the beauty about Mike Hussey is the ability to get his weight to go into the shot. Watch how he leans right forward into the shot. Head right over the ball, and that's why he hits it through the offside so well. Look at that, leaning right through. Make sure the weight goes into the shot.
Now that's gone away for 4. It's been given run, so there must have been a bit of willow there, top edge, which is a little bit dangerous for Mark Boucher.
You're not kidding, that's a wicket-keeper killer. 50 for Hussey. In no time at all, 33 deliveries. 7 4s, 1 6.
Cries of catch it, but no one there. to finish the over. Turns that into a big one. 11 runs on that as well. 41 overs gone. 312 for 2 it is now. Remarkable stuff. Six. Callis thought he was in the game at one stage. Not to be.
He would have been if he'd been 20 rows back. No catch by the spectators, and just another six, the 8th in this innings.
63 now for Mike Hussey off just 38 balls, 8 4s and 2 6s, and the full toss was just dispatched.
There'll be a few that reckon, oh, there we go again. I mean, they really are picking the gaps beautifully. What a position to be in, though. Oh, he's hit that one, and it's gone as flat as a tack for 6. Well, Ricky Ponting is certainly enjoying himself out there. I mean, 2 down they were in this series. This is a different looking side totally.
Lots of intensity from Ricky Ponting, even though he's in a wonderful position. You just sense he's looking at bigger things here.
Oh, that's 6. That's straight. That's going straight over the top of the side screen. Oh, that's a great box down there, but they were scattering all over the place. The best box in the house, straight down over the top of the Standard Bank sign at the far end, and Ricky Ponting has hit the ball straight into it. Well, he's heaved that one down the ground. Now let's just see if we can pick this ball coming down over the top of the screen. Here it comes. And there they go. Oh, that's 6 as well. He's worked that away on the onside. It's a question of getting underneath the ball. Anything you can get underneath, the way these guys are playing, is going to disappear into the crowd. Oh, not like that. That's 6 as well. That's gone way over the top of mid-on. Now that's an example of exactly what you don't want to do. I mean, that's the length that says, take it.
So much power. It's the length you spoke about. It's happy hour. It's been happy hour for a little while now.
There's a full toss, and it's in the air. This will be out caught. Yes, at last. Hussey trying to hit a full toss down the ground. You heard Pat Simcock saying, you're better off over-pitching than under-pitching. Hussey didn't quite get that one in the middle of the bat. It's gone down the ground, and Mackay Ntini's taken to the catch.
Nice and easy from Mackay. 51 balls, just have a look at that. 81 runs at a strike rate of 158. Well, you got to go a long way to beat that. 374 for 3 now.
And the man striding out of the centre now is probably the hardest striker of a cricket ball in world cricket. Well, it's a full toss. It's going over the top. Will it go the whole way? Yes, it is, all the way. That's the direction he loves. He really does heave them into that corner, this Ponting. Well, he's now reached his 150, 154 to Ponting off 99 deliveries. Flays that one through the offside again. No ball called as well. There you go, another no ball. Well, Simons is not going to waste any time, so a no ball 4. In fact, this over so far, 2 no ball 4s. Oh, that's it. Take that. Another no ball. And it's gone all the way as well. Well, this over is turning out to be a nightmare for him. Not only is it a no ball, he's in it for 6 as well. And the highest team total in one-day international cricket. It's the first time any side has got to 400. This is the sort of thing this Australian team will enjoy. and that one's disappeared as well. Another 4. That's 22. 22 of this over, and only 3 legitimate balls have been bowled.
Well, how many in this over already? Too many.
Oh, he's hit that way over the top as well. And he's got him. No, he's got him. That's a great catch. That's a wonderful catch by Dippenaar. Well, this is as good a catch as you see in circumstances like this. He had the rope right at his heels. It was as flat as a tack. The ball would have gone at least 5 metres over the boundary. And it has been brilliantly caught and brings to the end what is one of the most brilliant knocks ever seen here, I feel certain.
But Dippenaar had to judge it well. He'll stay just inside the rope. But Ricky Ponting leaves the stadium. The Wanderers Bullring have played an innings that will be remembered by everyone here for many a year. A standing ovation. Well played, Ricky Ponting. 407 for 4.
So Brett Lee coming out to see if he can brute force a few. Oh, that's an inside edge along the ground for 4. Well, when it goes wrong, it really goes wrong. One-handed is another no ball. This is getting out of hand. It's gone for 4 as well. Well, I don't know what Telemarcus is doing. Having done so well in Durban and having been so disciplined, I just don't understand this. Another fumble down there and another run. And I think he's home. He's taken the bails off, but he's going to refer it. But I've got to say, I thought he was home.
Yeah, I think Mark Archer thought so as well. Just a little delay here. Took the bails off, but when he took the bails off and he had a little an appeal, then he walked around. I think he could see he was right there.
Yeah, Boucher asking the question very positively because he actually was facing the other direction. It was a reluctant referral by the umpire. He knew it was not out. Last ball of the innings. Brett Lee has smashed it away down towards square leg. Kemp hovers down there but then pauses. In comes his throw. And that is the end of the innings. A wonderful batting performance by the Australians. Of that there is no doubt a world record batting performance. And from a South African bowling point of view, they'll be very, very pleased it's over. That's almost a taken, or a given as they say. There is the performance of Australia, a wonderful performance. Ponting, the top scorer, won 164 of 105 balls. And well, who would have thought that we would have had a world record score made at the Wanderers here today? So there it is, 434 for 4 off the 50 overs bowled. Right, and that's the bad news, I'm afraid, for all the bowlers. Well, we'll be back to watch the South African run chase in a little while from now.
Okay, here we go. Smith on strike. An enormous total to chase down. And he's got someone about 150 screaming in. Oh, that'll be a bit of a help. Big roar from the crowd here. Capacity crowd, 32,000 people. And South Africa open their account. Chopped it on. Lost a wicket early. Nathan Bracken did the business in Durban, and he started by getting Dippenaar today.
Bit of fortune to go with it there. Inside edge. Dippenaar looking to get it down to third man. It's a fairly foolish delivery. He'll count himself very unlucky on this sort of pitch to get out in that fashion. Fortunately, the hero out of the Durban innings, he has to leave. But Dippenaar gone for 1. South Africa now 3 for 1.
Herschel Gibbs has arrived, taking guard. Nathan Bracken has struck in his first over. Gibbs, very experienced these days, 185 games, average a little bit lower than what it should be for someone of his ability, but he has got 1500s. That's an important stat to remember. Graham Smith, if they get off, there might be a chance. That's good. That's 4. Smith. 8 runs off the first 2 balls. That's away and 4. Driving on the up.
Beautiful shot from Gibbs.
Inside edge. Not far away from the stumps. And he'll take that. Down the track and just over the top of Michael Clark, and that's 4.
Well, it wasn't going to take too much longer. Herschel Gibbs, 13 from 14 right now. And that strike rate's going to have to be somewhere up 100. He's got to keep it going right up there.
Gone again. And 4 more back-to-back boundaries for Gibbs. It's a good shot from Herschel Gibbs. He's got that away beautifully. Nice and flat for 6. So there's a 6 off the first ball of the over. Brentley is bowling some pretty tidy pace, 145.5 k's per hour, and Gibbs is looking to play some strokes. Nice position for that. And into the stand on the short boundary.
Right, so 47 for 1. Gibbs on 24 of 25. Smith gets it away. That'll go to the boundary for 4 as well. That's well played. Right. Now we need the South African captain to come to the party. He's got 20 of 12, so he's going pretty well. They just need to keep these boundaries coming. Oh, that's a magnificent shot. It's gone through the fingers there of the shot, the close fieldsman. It was hit so well, it's gone to the boundary for 4. 57 for 1. That's well played. That's beautifully played. Steered to the boundary for 4. Well played. That's the area he loves. Don't pitch it up without a deep mid-wicket. Smith's going well because he'll dispatch it in that area. Oh, he's got it away. That's 4. Take that. Short delivery. And it got the treatment it deserved. Oh, well played. That's 4. Left-handers love you to pitch it outside that leg stump without a fine leg. They only allowed 1 back on that side, 1 back on each side. They've got a 3rd man, and their man on the leg side is dead square.
Well, we'll keep an eye on what the comparison was after 10 overs, after 50 and after 20. South Africa ahead at the moment.
Good shot. He's hit that one over the top. Bouncing away down to the boundary. Well, he knew exactly what was needed this over. It's spoiled it a bit for Lewis. 89 for 1. Straight down the ground, and it's beaten him. It's 4. Well, there's the boundary for this over. That's 7 off the over.
25 runs ahead at this stage, South Africa. Just 46 deliveries. Brilliant. Muscled to bring up 50. Well played, Graham Smith. That's a fine reply. And a deserving applause from his home crowd. Well played. 4 runs. Very good placement. The full toss. He's edged it and he's got himself another boundary. Goodness me, this is quite remarkable. 4 runs, beautifully played. That is a very good shot indeed. That's all they need to do. It's a situation where a few balls are bowled, the pressure builds up, they need a boundary, they look for it and they get it. Well played, 145 for 1. It's a good shot. 1 bounce 4. Opened the blade perfectly, Herschel Gibbs. He didn't move. He knew that was going. That's a fine stroke. He's hit that beautifully and that's gone. A long way back for half a dozen.
ground. Way, way back. Simons bowled the slower ball. Smith waited for it. And bang.
There he goes again. And he's too big a man not to get it out of the park. Graham Smith is going to play an innings which will be equal to Ricky Ponting's. 85 or 50 deliveries. Here we go. I think it's fasten your seatbelts, Tom.
Yes, it sure is. It's such a great pitch. You can hit through it with all confidence. And up here on the Highveld, ball travels a long way.
And after shots like that, there certainly will be another one out the park. I don't know what the record number of sixes is in a one-day game, but this will be pretty close. 190 for one. Out. Now is that the turning point? Look at the delight on Michael Clarke's face, and more importantly, Michael Hussey's. He really thinks that might be a big wicket, and it certainly might be. Just not getting onto it, Graham Smith, and he's gone. Unlucky.
I think this was what that debate was about. Clarke going around the wicket, asking Smith to come and fetch it outside of stump. Smith favours the leg side. This time, though, not quite getting all of it, dragging it straight to that man. Well, the captain hasn't stood back. Not the greatest day in the field, but superb with the bat. So there we go, 190 for 2.
In the air and out the park. What a response after a wicket. They crossed, so Gibbs facing, he goes to 90. Looking at the toe of his bat, that's how good the bats are today. Michael Clarke, wry smile.
I'll keep talking about those sixes, Barry Richards. It's 19 now.
There he goes. A power play, got him up. I'm going to go over the top. Enough of this, he says.
Well, Herschel Gibbs isn't going to change his game. Maybe near a milestone. I have to agree with him. And this is the way to go. If the opportunity presents itself, you can't let that stand in the way of what the team needs. Brilliant shot. It's on. And he's done it so well today already. 97 now to Gibbs. And if he does go to 100, this crowd will erupt.
About one ball from now, maybe two. There it is. Just won 16 ODI hundreds for Herschel Gibbs, but his job's not over yet.
It's far from over, but for now they're going to celebrate with him. A superb innings when it's needed most by his side. He's come to the party. Look at that, 79 balls, a brilliant strike rate. And isn't it good to see Herschel Gibbs in form?
There he goes again. More runs. Stand and deliver. That's a home run over third base.
Brilliant strike from Herschel Gibbs. That's not all that short off the front foot. He's eyeing out that area.
Like that. More runs. Gilchrist has got to stand up to the stumps. He will not do it, and his bowlers have paid the penalty. He's got to get up because they're using their feet to get out there. They're creating a different length. You've got to pull them back. Look where Herschel Gibbs is. He's right out of his crease. Don't know what they're doing. They're not thinking clearly, the Aussies. And you can understand why. There's pressure from the South African batsman.
The crowd's not happy. It's again Ponting having a chat to Lewis.
There he goes again. He's selected his area, and that's on the offside. As much as Ricky Ponting puts it through mid-wicket, so Herschel Gibbs puts it through cover. Here we go again. That's the error we said he was going for. You can't protect it up in the ring because he just goes up and over. You've got to make sure that it's in the block hole, otherwise you pay big time. That's down to third man. That's 4 more. What an over this has been. 242 for 2.
In the air, and he's dropped it. He's dropped it. Oh, could he have dropped the trophy? Is it the case of this time it's the other way round? Could Bracken have dropped the cup, so to speak? Listen to the cheers in the background.
Well, full toss miss hit straight to him, as easy as you can get in these kind of games.
If you were Gibbs, you'd have to walk down and say it to him, wouldn't you?
You better believe it.
You'd have to have gone down there and said it to him. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Straight down the ground. And that seriously relieves the pressure. 253 for 2. Right, well, there it is. Callis, Kemp, Boucher. All very capable. No Pollock, but Callis, Kemp and Boucher, they're all capable of keeping the momentum going here. 182 needed off 132 balls. The power play is now over, so the field can spread out. And that makes it just a little harder to get boundaries. Oh, good shot. Very good shot. He gave him a bit of room there. Take that. Gibbs has blasted that away to the point boundary. He moves to 136 off 95 balls. What an innings he's playing here.
An innings of a lifetime.
There we go. Hits the way on the onside. Will it beat the field? Yes, it has. Let's score as well. Martin diving away. Didn't quite get there. Oh boy. When you start to see the fast bowlers jabbering away, then you know things are starting to change.
Well, it looked like a Sydney Harbour Bridge there, the way he dived over that. I've got to tell you, Tony, that's where you live. Look at that. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, he's hit that one beautifully. One bounce, I think, for 4. Superb shot. Over cover. That's exactly what he's got to do. Stay put on leg stump or middle and leg. If it's out there, pick his gap. Hit it over the head of the infielder.
Well, with fine leg up in the circle, the bowler cannot go too straight. So you more or less know he's going to go off stump just outside.
And again, oh, that's gone. That's gone. That's gone way, way up. A huge 6. Well, who would believe what is happening here? The most 6s in a match is 21, and they've now got to 21.
And Gibbs has gone to 150. What a stroke. Fetch that.
Oh boy, what a shot. Perhaps it wasn't the message. That's an unbelievable shot.
What can you say?
No, he's hit that. It's in the air. This is going to be caught. Will it be caught? Yes, he's gone. That's the end of De Villiers. Going for the big one. I think it's the right bloke to be going for them. De Villiers going for the big one at mid-on. And again, nicely taken on the boundary. Never easy when the rope is nearby.
No, not at all. He just didn't get hold of it, went too high. He did well, steadied himself, and then just had a look to see he was inside the clock. It's good. But Nathan Bracken gets a wicket. So De Villiers goes for 14, 284 for 3.
So Callis, a man of immense experience, 231 matches. Have a look at all those runs, an average of 44, plenty of centuries. The good thing about this is that Callis should know exactly what's required. Here's the dismissal again.
Said it was a good catch.
That's in the air, and There's a fieldsman down there, but it's gone all the way. Well, there's no doubt that what you're saying is the way he's going to play it. I'm still not sure that it's the right way to go, though.
Well, you just keep watching. And he'll keep middling it, hopefully. That's one heck of a shot.
Well, that 6 makes it the most sixes in any one-day international ever. Right, Simons to him again. And again, oh, that's a bigger 6. That was a rank full toss. It's a question of help yourself at the moment.
Yeah, the buffet ball. This has got out of hand now for Ricky Ponting. You look around the ground, but that shot, well, I reckon a couple of tailenders could hit that.
In the air, and that's it. Well, I'm afraid to say that section of the party has come to an end. He's hit 2 sixes. He did what you thought he would do. He did. I really think that he should have hung in there a little bit. However, that doesn't detract from one of the great innings of all time. He's wandering off this ground, having been caught by Lee off the bowling of Simons for 175. That was a superb performance.
Well played, Hershey. As good as innings as anyone has seen here. He goes for 175. And 299 for 4 now into that famous tunnel. 136 to win from 18.1. Well,
squeezed it away. Sorry, Michael. We're all getting excited in the box. We just can't get enough of these boundaries. Every time we look up, the ball's disappearing, and that's not what Ricky Ponting wants to see. Jacques Kallis underway.
6 balls he's faced. He's got 10 runs. Great catch. Brilliant catch. Andrew Simons is an outstanding fielder. Effortless in taking that return catch. The end of Kallis.
Yeah, very good catch. He was ready for it because he's throwing the ball up. He knows there's every chance the batsman won't be able to get right to the pitch of it. A lot slower. Jacques Kallis looking to go over the top, and Andrew Simons has snaffled it. And that brings it back to an even keel. Jacques Kallis, the #1 batsman in the world, he's gone. 327 for 5. The game's on.
Big round of applause now for Justin Kemp. He has a reputation, Kemp. This is just about the time he likes to come out and bat and likes to hit the ball straight, high and long.
It's in the air and it's going to go to the boundary for 4. They needed that desperately. It's been a while. That makes it the most 4s in a match now. The records are tumbling all over the place. 84s in this match. The South Africans desperately needed it. The boundaries have dried up. In the air, got him, big wicket. Kemp has chopped it straight to backward point. A slowish, really cutter come spinner from the left-handed Bracken, and he's got his man. The real danger at this stage, there'd certainly be some that would say was Kemp, but it's not going to be. This is the wicket again.
Yeah, this is good bowling from Bracken. Kemp eyeing out that extra cover region, and in the end only spooning it. The lack of pace being his undoing. And that was well taken as well by Damien Martin at backward point. 355 now for 6.
So Vanavada's the new batsman, an average of 15. We know he can hit it. Straight down the ground, that's gone for 6, that's gone, yes! That's gone for 6. That relieves the pressure a little bit and doubles the pressure on the bowler.
Well, I was just going to say, so the guy to win it, you can't accuse them of choking. It's been a brilliant performance from them. They were so superb up front. Now, I'm going to say, another 3 or 4 overs from Van der Walt.
Oh, he's hit that one magnificently. What a shot. It's gone all the way for 6. That is an outstanding shot. 16 off the over. Unbelievable. 374 for 6. goes. And all the way to the boundary.
Straight in the slot for Van der Vaart.
Straight down the ground. What a shot. All the way into the crowd. An unbelievable straight six. Well, I think the Aussies thought just for a little while there that certainly with Bracken they've got him nailed. But the man in your picture now, Van der Vaart, has come out, and you don't get better straight hits than that one.
Brilliant shot.
Oh, he's got him. Perhaps that's not the case. A flat bat from Van der Vaart has gone to Ponting, who's been off the ground getting some attention to his finger, and he's caught a little rocket. It's come at him like a bullet. He's got beautifully into position, taken the catch, and well, that might alter it. It'll certainly put the skids under the South Africans just a little bit.
Yeah, this is a great catch. I can tell you about many fielders in this sort of situation won't want the ball anywhere near them. Not Ricky Ponting. That's a good pressure catch. And that is a fine little innings. Jan van der Vaart, crowd appreciate it. 35 of 18, 399 now for 7.
A roar goes up as Telemarcus strides onto the ground. They weren't exactly roaring when he was bowling. This place was as quiet as a mouse. Sweep shot, four! Great shot! Wonderful shot! Well, he's obviously decided whatever that was, he was going to sweep it. That has taken the pressure off. They needed a boundary there. Telemarcus decided to sweep. Probably the first time he's ever played this shot. Have a look at this from outside off stump.
It's a beauty. Man, if you had asked him to play this again, he'd probably miss it. I reckon he was thinking like a bowler, anticipating that Bracken was going to go full and straight.
Smashed away to mid-wicket. It's going to go for 4. Yes, it's hit the boundary. Archer is playing an unbelievable night. He's done this so often. 35. Slightly over-pitched, and he's whacked it to mid-wicket. 35 he's got off 35 deliveries. Works it away on the onside. It's another 4. Bracken's chasing. He won't get there. The noise in the stadium is unbelievable. Every shot has been cheered with a standing ovation. He's hit it like a rocket. What a shot. Boy, is he strong. It's gone for 4 to extra cover. Lewis has taken a terrible pummeling. They're on their feet, the South Africans. Absolutely everywhere. The flags are flying here at the Bullring. Spare a thought for the bowler. He has disappeared to every corner of the Wanderers.
You have to question Ricky Ponting continuing with him.
It's in the air. This has got to be out surely. No, it's going to be short. Oh, it's a great catch. Wonderfully taken. Well, Hussey is an unbelievable fieldsman. He has taken that beautifully. He had to come in miles. It's the very thing the South Africans didn't want to see happen, was a wicket to go down, because now they get into a situation where there's just a possibility they'll get bowled out. Look at Hussey go. Inches off the ground. Brilliantly taken. Well, what a game.
.23 for 8.
One of them is Andrew Hall coming out. That's where you want to make sure they get in the nets and have their fair share.
Well, he wanted a man for a crisis situation, or a tough one. Get back Andrew Hall any day. He's done it so many times at provincial level and for South Africa. I think he's just the perfect guy right now for Boucher. It's literally run a ball somewhere along the line in those 10 deliveries. South Africa should pick up the boundary. Roger Telemarcus, maybe it wasn't quite on, but couldn't hold himself back. Great catch. Fine leg is up. So don't stray down the leg side, Brickley. Cover, mid-wicket, backward point. It's the only sweepers, square and straight, and third man.
You're right, Fine Leg is wide open. Boucher gets it down to Fine Leg. He's got 4. He's hit it. Oh, it's hit Brett Lee on the shin. Just a single. Boy, that could quite easily have gone rocketing away down the ground, and it's hit him square on the shin too. He hit it so well, I think it went rocketing into, was it his shin or his ankle? He'll take time out here, that's for sure.
Well, let's just bear in mind there's a test match series coming up as well. That was on the foot. You've got to say thankfully for his sake, anywhere near the ankle it could have been a lot worse. Well, on the shin even.
We did well. I mean, he actually stuck his foot out to stop that. So, I mean, that really, you've got to give him some credit for that.
Yeah, it was a certain boundary. I mean, Boucher hit it powerfully. Mid-on and mid-off particularly wide. Mid-on's a bit straighter than normal, but still would have thought that that would have been a boundary.
Here we are in the last over. We got 6 runs required or 5 balls. We're in a packed stadium in Johannesburg. We've got Brett Lee, one of the fastest bowlers in the world. We've got 8 wickets down. If they lose a wicket, we'll be down to the 9th, and therefore they just need to get another one. Gilchrist is trying to help Ponting a little bit, just trying to get 1 or 2 of them in the right place. And now push Fine Leg back down to the boundary for Hall. So Fine Leg and third man are in position. Here he goes. What can Andrew Hall do? Oh, it's a great shot. He's got it away for 4. Over the top of long on, down to the boundary for 4. Now South Africa should definitely win.
What a brilliant day's cricket. We keep saying it. We'll have to watch this many, many times over. Man for the pressure situation. Still, he's picked his gut. And now Ponting's got no option but to bring those fielders in. He's got to take the gamble. He's got to ask Hall to try and do that again. Surely, the 2 to win. It's a matter of bat on ball, run hard, and that should be enough. Who would ever have thought that Australia would lose a match defending 434? And Boucher, he's down the wicket to have a chat to Hall. Let's maybe for a moment consider that idea. Now who's the chokers?
Well, I think it's fair enough. They'll be looking for 1. I'm sure that's what Boucher said. Block and run. Oh, he's had a go. He's out. Oh, he's out. That's the last thing they wanted. He's out. This match is not over yet. There's a little bit of a twist here. There's no way in the world that they could have crossed in time. So the last batsman in is going to have to face the music here. And so there is still a chance that the Australians could sneak in. Here's the shot. He didn't. I'm sure that wasn't the plan. The plan was surely a single.
It had to be a question of just getting back onto it. Maybe as it left the hand, Hall thought, well, that's in the slot. Maybe I can get away with it. 433 for 9. Well, the big thing here is that Boucher hasn't got on strike. Number 11, Mackay Ntini's got to face the music. 2 from 3.
Right, well, 2 to get, 3 balls. 1 for a tie. So they've got to secure the tie and then win after that. So they've got to go for a single here. Oh, he's got a single. He's got it to third man. Right, now then. They need 1 of 2 balls. South Africa cannot lose. They have tied the match right here. Now it's a question of winning it.
The biggest shot in Mackay Ntini's life. The little nudge down to third man for 1. And they deserve that. What a brilliant performance. Okay, Mark Boucher, he deserves this moment of glory. It's been a great knock under pressure. You've got to say, Tony, you've got to back him to pull it off.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to go and do anything silly. I mean, all he needs is a single here. They don't want to run out. Straight down the ground. What a victory. That is a sensational game of cricket. And it is a superb victory. Well, I've been around the world watching this game. Look, their tears. They are crying out there. The South Africans are charging out onto the ground. Gilchrist shakes hands with Boucher. Tini's on a high. Ponting cannot believe this has happened to his team. The South Africans at the Bull Ring today have seen the best one-day international ever played.
Well, we won't question Tony Greig. He's seen many. And what a great result here for South Africa. Mackay and Tini gave Boucher the strike, and that's been a long time coming. So much said of late about the South African side under pressure. They backed themselves, they had no choice but to go for it. They pulled off one of the great victories of all time. They deserve that celebration, but all credit to both sides. It's been a fantastic match to watch. Can you believe it? Ricky Ponting, 434. You won't want that stat behind his name. Losing captain. We'll see a celebration which we haven't seen from a serving side for a long time. Brings back memories of the '99 World Cup. Want to win. And Australia pulled that off. But today, it's been South Africa's day.
Yes, you're dead right.